Microphone check 1 2 1 2. Microphone check 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. Yes, and we're back again. We're back again. We are back again. 1 2. Okay, sounding good. Sounding good. So welcome each and every one again tonight. And you know our topic for the week is about relationships. And of course, I've been by myself for the last few shows, but today we have a guest inside the place, and that's Tavares. Everyone, give him a round of applause. So Tavares is family. He's family. He's actually family. He's a family friend, but that's family, innit? So I'm gonna let him introduce himself. He's aware we're talking about relationships. I've had one person so far ask that we speak in particular about honesty. So we'll be touching base on that. But yo, T, welcome, man. Welcome.
Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for being here. We appreciate it too, man. So of course we're gonna be talking about relationships. I don't think you saw the last couple of shows, right?
I haven't.
No?
I haven't. I seen
You saw them?
the last one.
The last
bits
one.
and pieces, but I didn't. Shit, I was.
See,
I'm
gonna
honest, I was in my bed.
I'm gonna test
Just
you right
skimming
now.
through
Tell
shit.
me 2 things you saw or learned from that show, or what you. I'm testing you right now to see if you really heard it.
Oh well, I'll fast. I will not pass this test. I'll be. Hey, I'm zooted. Feeling good. I'm just ready to goddamn give my little critique on relationships and just love and just shit that people go through in relationships.
Stuff that people go through.
Excuse me.
Oh
I'm
yeah,
sorry.
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
sorry.
It's okay. It's
PG-13,
cool.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, that was your first strike, man. Nah,
There
I'm
you go.
joking.
No more
Anyway,
strikes.
so we're gonna go straight into it. We're gonna be talking about relationships. We're gonna be touching on different topics such as honesty, commitment again. Let's just backtrack on the last one. It went very well. We had a lot of debates and people had different, scenarios and stuff. One of the things that I want to talk about, look, right, I'm not going to say my age, but at my age, things even out in relationships. When you're younger, the women tend to be much more mature than the guys. That's why you see them ending up with older guys. But as we get older, we got women older and younger after us, because, we balance out our maturity levels kind of fizzle out. We're both working, we're both earning, we're both owning stuff now. So the age doesn't really matter. But one of my things that I've noticed as well, and forgive me if I'm wrong, audience, you can tell me. I'm going to ask a question, actually. Do you feel as though that it should be the men taking women out on dates? Or what about Tavares, you're here. Go ahead. Yeah, man. How you feel about that? The dating stage. When you meet someone and it seems as though like you're on even playing fields, like you both are into each other. And tradition is that the man takes the woman out, and but we're in 2023 now.
So what I'm used to, I'm used to usually asking a woman out, taking her out, paying for the date. I see the couple weeks ago the whole Cheesecake Factory thing that was wild.
What's that? I'm not aware of that. Tell me about that.
Guy takes, I don't know if it was a skit, if it was real, what it was, but it caused a lot of commotion in the whole dating atmosphere. But it's pretty much this guy the video starts, they're pretty much pulling up the Cheesecake Factory. And the chick looking at, she likes to blog and stuff, so she's doing like a blog with, people online or whatever, and they pull up and she like, oh no, I'm too beautiful to be taking the Cheesecake
Oh,
Factory.
really?
Yeah, so I'm like, damn, Cheesecake Factory? Shit. Boy, I got by on a lot of shit because I probably went less than Cheesecake Factory a lot of times, and we had a lot of good fun. And
Right.
it didn't stop at it didn't stop at dinner, whatever we was having drinks or whatever like that. So I guess it's the type of person that you pretty much meet or whatever like
True.
that. Some people. But Cheesecake Factory got some good food. They got some good cheesecake too, man.
I agree with you, bro. Because
oh,
if you didn't tell me this now, I probably would have been going to Cheesecake
Yeah,
Factory. But now you've told me this.
But Cheesecake Factory probably getting a lot of business right now because pretty much the majority of people was like, what the hell wrong with Cheesecake Factory?
Right.
You hear me? So everybody pretty much was on the guy side. But the whole thing about that is the date wouldn't have went to Cheesecake Factory if the chick didn't take over an hour to get ready and had the man sitting in the car because she didn't want him to come in his crib and wait. Understandable because it's first date or whatever like that. I done sat in the car outside, but I ain't never sit out there for over an hour. After about
Right.
45, 30 minutes, I'd have been like, hey, man, I'd have texted like, man, I'm going to holler. You know, we can do this another day or whatever like that.
Right.
If we
Yeah,
set a
time is precious,
You know,
man.
we set a time.
But so for you, Cheesecake Factory, you think that's okay for a date?
Yeah.
I think so too.
Man, because now I see a lot of chicks, and just people in general, they like what they do, they pretty much eat off dates. They be like, shit, I'm hungry. I'm gonna hit this I'm gonna hit this dude up and be like, let's go here, whatever, link up, whatever like that. So I had women invite me out for drinks, and I feel like, okay, we go for drinks or whatever. I pay for the drinks, whatever. Then they had a friend with them or something like that. I was like, oh, you ain't gonna pay the bill, my friend?
No.
Man,
Yeah,
I done been through some stuff back
so
in
okay,
the days, man.
so moving forward, so we've just learned about the whole Cheesecake Factory story. Is not acceptable in some women's eyes, or at least this particular woman's eyes.
Yeah.
Is it the first date or just Cheesecake Factory? Period.
I guess, the whole thing was the first date.
Oh,
I guess.
you know what? I just realized something.
You probably seen that.
No, listen to what happened. My cousin happened to message me 2 weeks ago, and she's like, "Yo, D, you're single, right?" I'm like, "Yeah." She's like, "I got a nice friend for you, right? Listen, but no Cheesecake Factory." I didn't get.
Why she's picked the cheesecake.
I get it. Now I know where it comes from.
Nah, yeah.
I didn't get it. Okay, so moving forward, my question to you is: at what point should the woman at what point while you're dating should the woman step in and say, "Yo, this is on me. I'm taking you out. I'm treating you"? Because to be fair, it seems like it's a manly thing to do, and it's
No, I can't really say when. I've had it happen to me, and I go back and forth after about the second time. If you insist, hey, I'll let you. You feel me? You want to pay the bill? Hey, more power to you. But that don't make me look. That shouldn't make me look like less of a man, or you think I look different at you because you took the bill. If you offered a couple times, I don't want you to. But if you insist,
so basically you're saying throughout the dating stage, you're always gonna come up and pay. Seriously,
man, I guess that's what I'm used to. I don't know.
That's what you're used to.
I don't know if it's right or wrong, but that's just what I'm used to. You know what I mean? That's just. I guess that's just how I grew up. That's what I knew. You know what I mean? If you wanted to, indulge and see a certain.
But don't you think at some point, it becomes that's the norm and used to, and it will lead to bigger and they need this, they want to do. You end up doing everything. Like at what point? What offsets that? You providing and giving. I remember you're just dating. Like what offsets that? What keeps you interested?
In that one person.
Yeah.
I mean, when a person feeling you. You know what I mean? You know.
There's some good actors out here, man.
I mean, if she acting,
you don't always know.
If that man acting or she acting, man, I'm saying, like, if she acting just to see how far she can get and see how much she can get or what she can get, I mean, more power to her. Long as I'm getting what I'm getting, once I find out, I mean, hey, you go your way, I go my way or whatever. It was, yeah, like I tell the chick, people, like, there's this kind of, friends, females used to talk about me or just, I hear some stuff or whatever, and they be like, "Oh, girl, he took me here, whatever, like this. Oh, yeah, he a paymaster. What? Because we was on South Beach eating at one of the restaurants. Shit, I like seafood.
Yeah.
Excuse me again. I'm sorry. It's great too. But
no, that's strike 10. But I just left you, bro. That's like strike 10.
I like seafood, so I'm like, I like seafood. So if I don't want to eat by myself. So I invited you out. Maybe we can have a good conversation, good time, or whatever like that, and eat something that I enjoy eating. And I see you.
11, yeah.
Yeah, I see
strike
you.
11.
I see you eating, and you like it too. So we enjoyed it. But you go to your friends or people and make it seem like the guys spend all this money on you, or whatever. Yeah, the bill was a nice little bill, but I enjoyed myself too.
And what's another good first date? Because I know 9 times out of 10 it's like, let's go dinner. Let's go dinner.
I guess that's the norm. That's the norm.
The norm is kind of boring to me.
Yeah.
The norm is boring. Let's go dinner. Supposing I'm not hungry, I'm trying to be on a diet right now, and just to please her, I'm gonna have to break that. Which there's sacrifices, but We need
So
to
what
get
you
a bit more creative,
what
man.
you think? What you think is a good place for a first date?
A good place for a first date. Do you know what? I wouldn't mind going on. Me personally,
Yes.
honestly,
Yes, you
I'll
personally.
be. And the reason why I say this is because I like. I would like to go somewhere where it's out of my comfort zones. Like at this age, I don't like roller coasters and rides. Our first date, I wouldn't even mind going to an amusement park just for the fun of it. Just because you're automatically gonna get laughter from it. You're gonna see a different side completely. Yeah, because she or you can't even be on a ride and be just cool like so.
Unless you just a better person.
Yeah, you can't just be relaxed on a roller coaster. You're gonna see a whole different side to them. You're gonna see the fun side. You're gonna see the embarrassing side. You're gonna see if the weave blows off. You're gonna see if you're whatever you got going on. You know what I mean? So I think we can switch it up a little bit now.
Yeah.
Dinner is always dinner or lunch. Dinner
unless
or
that
lunch.
person just really don't like amusement parks.
Yeah, if she don't, but I'll suggest something
No, but that's a cool,
different or creative.
That's a cool one. You
I've-
feel me?
I haven't been on a date in a while,
It's a
so
nice little chunk of change too, because the amusement parks they ain't cheap no more, boy.
yeah, I wouldn't know, but I wouldn't mind. But what about the viewers? Like, what do you think? What's a good first date aside from dinner? Ladies, get interactive. What would you like aside from dinner, lunch? What would you like for your first date? Let's get interactive and show us a signal. Blow up the comment box, and yeah, let us know what you like. But what's the most embarrassing or funny or weirdest date that you've been on?
Gotta give me a second for that one. Oh man.
Or one of the most memorable ones? Wait, I got another question actually. Do you believe in like, I know there's no such thing as love at first sight, but is there like, connection like at first sight? You see that person, it's like, boom.
Yeah.
You've had that?
I mean, oh man, being young, growing up, you think you had that a lot of times. You be like, oh man.
No, you see, it's different when you're young though.
Yeah.
Versus
growing,
now.
getting older, I say like getting older, you kind of know what it is after a while. You know that feeling, but it's up to you if you want to ride that ride or not. Because 9 out of 10 times it don't go nowhere.
Exactly. So that means your feeling was wrong.
No, that just meant you was really attracted to that person. And you just saw something that you liked. That's all. That's pretty much what it be all the time, man. It's just like people have mutual attractions to each other.
I've heard people say, like, especially with men, when a man sees the woman that's supposed to be the woman for his life, he knows it. He gets that gut feeling, like this is the one for me. Like,
yeah, that can be swayed sometimes if she got she.
nah, but it could. Do you know what's so funny?
So.
Do you? I would no, but I would honestly, at my age, like physical attraction, is there, but it's a lot has to do with the mental side as well.
Yeah, that's when you get older, you notice that. You notice that.
And
but
hopefully, it's grown people on this today.
His physical is very strong, and some of us grown people, we relinquish.
I can't look at
control.
I can't.
To lust.
I can't look at someone and just because of their physical attributes and say that's the one for me.
No. I'm not saying. Oh no. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying like, you ever see somebody and they just so attractive and they just look so good.
Like wow, beautiful.
And then you meet them and stuff like that, and sometimes you can be blinded by the attraction and not really look at the red flags of that person. Like if you stop
that's you being blinded though.
Oh yeah, I've been blinded many times.
Oh gosh, so you haven't learned yet.
I've learned. I know right from wrong. I know. I you know what? I see stuff now, and I see a woman or I see somebody that I'd be attracted to, and I just be like, I see the whole timeline of what that'll be. I'd be like, oh, we'll start dating, get physical. I already see her attitude, so it's just gonna be raunchy. I can be an a-hole sometimes, so it'll be a back and forth, and we gonna be arguing in the car. No, I'm good. Check that off the list. I'm good. I'm straight on that. So it's just like certain women, certain people, and just, you know what I mean? If you really stop and just like take your time and look at that person, like from the outside looking in and observe them, you'll know,
why do you think men in particular have this big stigma? Women have this big stigma on men that men are dogs. Men are the ones that cheat. Men, it's like, and let's be fair. Like, usually when you hear cheating, it's usually the guy. It's usually.
Because that's what you hear about.
That's what you hear about.
That's what you hear.
So what are you saying then?
I mean, the women are, like they say, are way more better than in cheating than us. So you gonna hear about us because there's a lot of us that's very stupid, and I've been stupid in the past and stuff like that, and just dead.
Right.
Because it's there. Because you gotta remember that women outnumber us. So you can be the ugliest dude, the attractivest dude. Sometimes you would get the biggest numbers of just like you. Like, girl, he don't even look that good. How the hell he was messing with you and them two right there? Hey. And sometimes some dudes just get lucky like that and just be like that because they outnumber us. But man, everybody know what they getting into.
Sorry, T. I'm just gonna interject because we have some comments here. Melissa, she's asking picnic. Oh, okay, yeah, that's a nice one. A picnic for a date.
I mean, what's her name? Melissa.
Melissa, yeah.
Melissa. I'm gonna tell you like this: a lot of women, you do that. I mean, you better bring some nice champagne or something like that because they like, girl, he took me to a picnic. He ain't spent no money. He went and got a Publix tray with some sandwiches.
You can't win, right? You can't win.
I mean, certain women. I'm saying you probably the 1%, but
yeah, to
certain women they'll spaz on you about that.
A first date, a picnic. Yeah, I think that's more when you get to know each other.
I mean, that's a great time to like sit there and have a conversation, but that can be backfired too if it's a person don't know how to hold a conversation.
Or that I think you have to be maybe a bit more comfortable to do that. But still, it's good and it's nice to know.
Like a good third date.
Yeah.
Third or fourth date like that. First date,
picnic. Okay, and then we have Miss Marius. She says Shoreline Marius. I'm gonna call you Miss Marius. She's asking, what are we talking about? Well, good night. Welcome to the show. Thanks for joining us. Please like and share this. Tonight, for the whole week, we've been talking about basically relationships and dating. And tonight, we're kind of freestyling. Tomorrow's the official show, so make sure you tune in. 8 p.m. sharp, the official show. Today, we're talking about the whole dating, relationships. If you just locked on, we've got Tavares here. He's my guest for tonight. So, we're going to be talking about dating, different experiences. If you have any questions you'd like to ask us, please feel free to ask. I would be more than happy to answer your questions. Where were we now before I introduced Melissa and Miss Marius? Where were we?
I was listening to what you was just saying.
Yeah, well,
we was talking about we was saying that the picnic could be a good third or fourth date
before the picnic. Before the picnic. Anyway, let's get back. Let's get back to something. So we're basically talking about dating. What would be a first date? We're talking about cheating. That's what we're talking about.
Okay.
You was basically saying women. Men's always had a stigma on them that it's usually when you hear cheating, it's usually the guy.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you basically said in a nutshell, women cheat better. We hear about the men, but actually
we do it stupidly. They do it real stupidly.
So men are bad cheaters, and you're saying women are good cheaters.
Yeah, but I mean, I wouldn't say women cheat. We're gonna go with that.
Everyone cheats.
There you go.
Everyone cheats.
Not everyone, but a mass
men
majority
and female cheat, basically.
Both sides.
Both sides cheat. Right.
There you go.
Right. Yeah, both sides do cheat. What attracts you to a woman? Like,
first attraction?
First attraction is obviously gonna be physical more time, unless you're in a group. It could be you're in a group and just a vibe. You know what I mean? Like, but let's say physical. What attracts you?
Physically, excuse me. Let me clean that up. What attracts me? Complexion doesn't really. I hear some people that's dark skin be like, "Oh, I like a light skin." It don't really matter to me. I just like a confident, thick. Yeah. You can be skinny. No, not too. I mean, I'm skinny, so I don't want to rub bones. But slim, thick, nice figure. Calves, thighs.
So that you're basically naming everything.
Yeah,
and I know you're keeping it PG as well.
I mean,
I think the
I just like
smile
a
does a
woman.
lot.
Like,
The smile does a lot for me, and I mean,
I work
I'm
my
not
way
really
up.
fussy, but the smile does a lot for me, and natural. Like I really like a
But what
woman.
if you don't see the smile?
You're gonna have to see the smile. If you
No,
don't make her smile in the first interaction,
no,
then you've
just
done
saying
something
from
wrong.
if you see her from a distance. So you gotta walk up and interact with her before you attracted to her, or if
No,
you see her across
I,
the.
I mean, okay. So if I like what I see, I'm gonna have to bring a smile.
So what is it that you like
Okay,
that you would see?
it could be the confident walk, the way she's dressed,
Okay,
presentation,
all right,
presentation.
okay. I
Yeah,
get
because you can
I
have
get what you said.
a woman with an awesome shape,
Yeah, I get
but
you.
not presented. But
Yeah.
you know she's got a shape. Yeah,
I get you. I
there's
know.
a headache.
I understand exactly what you mean.
And I don't want to be biased. So I would like the women as well to like when you first see a guy, what is it that attracts you? So we have Melissa online, we have Miss Marius online, and we have Jalissa online. What attracts you when you first see a guy? You know what? I'm considered short, and at one point, man, I liked taller women.
I ran through that phase. Yeah.
I
Bas-
don't mind
Basketball
the
players.
height. I don't really mind, but like I mean taller.
6 foot. I dated a couple 6 footers. Yeah.
How was that like when you guys used to go
Oh
out
man,
in heels and you're taking
I mean,
pictures?
for me, no, I ain't even. I don't care about the pictures. For me, like it used to be like a accomplishment. Not even accomplishment. Like we walk in the club or we walk in a restaurant together, and she looking good. She got her heels on. Her legs looking like she just worked out. They looking tight and strong, and they just we walk in. They look at me, and then they look at her, and they look at me like, how the heck? Huh? And I just look at them like, yeah. And which usually gets other women to be past their numbers and napkins or see me by the bathroom and give me an eye and stuff like that. So sometimes the woman that you with gets you more women.
Right, true
So,
that.
I mean, yeah.
Melissa just said that white teeth, perfume. Perfume, white teeth. So basically, I'm gonna be the devil's advocate here. So you're telling me if a guy has beautiful teeth, he smells good, he's got big goofy glasses, let's say, he's out of shape. Is it the white teeth and the perfume that will grab you, Melissa? When you're ready, answer that question. And on the last show, we spoke about trial period when it comes to dating. Is there a trial period for you? When it comes to dating, do you set a trial period? Because to be honest, okay, what's most important for you in a relationship right now at your age? You don't have to say your age. You can say your age if you want, but at your age, anyone can guess his age. What would you say Tavares' age is? I'm not gonna say, but if you can guess, I might have a little something for you. All right. But like, what's in a relationship? What means two things that mean a lot to you in a relationship?
I used to say that this was so like cliche because everybody used to say it, but now I understand. I could say communication,
Okay.
and I could say honesty. There's not even honesty, but just being forward with the person. You know what I mean? Because in a relationship, if you hold things and you don't communicate and kind of get it off your chest per se,
That's deep.
it'll
Communication.
kind of backfire on you. It'll kind of build up and turn into something else that will be a detriment to your relationship.
Yeah, that's deep. I agree. Communication is very important. I would say my top one is be my peace, man. Peace. I don't like arguing. Communication. If there's a problem, communicate it. Don't let it boil up. So you're right there. I don't like to get frustrated because I personally, I don't argue no more. I don't. If I go quiet, then something's wrong. Yeah, and then we're gonna have to communicate. But I don't like arguing. I'm a peaceful guy. I'm a happy-go-lucky guy. So I'm not the type of guy to worry about my significant other, like if they're out there doing stuff, because I'm not gonna go looking because I feel that it's gonna be revealed. If something seems obviously way off, I'm gonna ask questions, but I'm not gonna be who you on the phone to. Where's your phone turned off? I'm not gonna do it. Like if I'm seeing them things, I'm
I
gonna
never
be
been like that.
taking mental notes and whatever. But have you had a woman that's been very territorial? Like who you talking to? Where you going? Which friend you with? And so forth.
Yeah, I've had that before. I've had.
Women, why is that? Like, do you guys, women, do you go into a relationship? How much trust when you first meet someone? What trust level are you at? You just
No,
met them.
don't
This
just
would-
put it on the women.
I want to ask the
Just
women that.
people that
You're right.
you have back. I've seen some men, man, just like smell a woman
So let
after
me
they come in the house. Cause let me see what you smell like.
No, my thing was I'm asking them now.
Okay.
What trust level do you enter into a dating or relationship? Do you go in at 100, or do you give it 50 because you don't know them, so you're only giving 50% at the beginning? Also, Miss Maria said his smile, how he's groomed, his lips, and his height. Okay, so hear what? I'm 5'7". Is that too short for you? Okay, you can see me. Am I groomed enough for you? What about Tavares' lips? What about my lips?
Hey, pause. We talking
Yeah, and also, okay, what's up, Joseph? And you're back again. Appreciate you joining us. You was on the last show. Don't forget tomorrow. Be there tomorrow, 8 p.m. Melissa, 100% until found guilty. Hey, listen, Melissa, perfect. She's just like me. Melissa just said she goes into a relationship 100% until found guilty. That's how I am. I am exactly the same. Melissa, are you a Pisces? I'm exactly the same. Like, it's not fair to go in 50%, 60, 70 just because of past experiences. I think you should keep the past experiences within and be able to recognize the red flags and then deduct points. Because supposing you getting in 100 now and she's going in at 70, you're going to feel it.
when do you go in at 100?
From
Like
the beginning.
we was talking about
From the beginning.
dating. So when does
I love Cancer. Sorry, she's a Cancer.
She's a Cancer.
She's a Cancer. I get along with Cancer. I get along with all, but I've noticed that it's Capricorn. Cancer's most Capricorn. What's February? Aries. Those and Pisces. Cancer's number one. I get along with Cancer's the most. Real talk. I'm not just saying that. I'm being serious. Every Cancer I've met, we've always vibed good. Real talk. We've always vibed good. Anyway, so where was we? What was I saying? You forgot again.
Cause you be cutting. We jump from. I thought I jumped from conversation to conversation, but it's a thought that pop in your head and you go from that.
No, I
But
just got to keep them.
No.
Yeah, I just got to keep them.
Understandable.
Keep them. You know,
Understandable, but
keep them involved. But
next time I'll be a little bit less zooted and I'll be on point with you. But
we was talking about how much. Yes, you was touching on how much you go in.
No, I'm saying
from the beginning. That's where we was. Yeah.
When do you go in 100%?
From the
okay,
beginning.
how many dates does it take before you feel like that person is somebody that you want to be in a relationship with? Or when do you know?
I honestly set a trial period now.
Okay.
Or a couple months.
Okay.
A trial period.
All right.
And the reason being, you're not gonna know someone fully.
Oh yeah.
In 2 months, but you get an idea. You're gonna see things that you may like, that you can deal with, and stuff that hell no, that you just can't. So I would say 2 months.
I'll say longer than that. I'll say
You do a longer trial period.
Like, I mean, because I say the first month, I'm not really. We pretty much still in the dating stage to me. We still going out, hanging out, really feeling each other out until you're trusted enough for that woman for you to come over to her, place, or she feels comfortable enough bringing you around her people. I feel like it don't really start then because just going out, you and her before you really get.
But when I say 2 months, then 2 months it can spill over into something more. But I think in a couple months of talking on the phone, because the beginning's usually the most explosive.
Yeah, that's when
It's
all the
usually-
fire.
Yeah, it's usually most explosive, and I just feel that we all see red flags and we try and look at the good and just say, that was just a one-off. But then,
It's certain red flags that you shouldn't
like,
look over.
like, give me some, give me some, give me some.
Okay.
You know what? I'm gonna be devil's advocate again. Give the ladies a red flag, what they should be looking out for in a guy.
So now you're trying to get me
Do you know what I've been told?
to help them out.
Yeah. Sorry, but like I'm trying not to be biased. And let's be real.
A red flag that a guy will have that I can give to
So,
the women
ladies,
right
look at
now.
this. Look how fair we're being. We're actually helping you out here. We're giving you honest advice on what to look out for in a guy, like if he's, serious or not about you, if he's about to be dishonest. So Tavares is going to kick it off and give you his honest opinion on the red flag, what to look out for.
I say you can learn. If that by his age and occupation, I say that. Now, if in the amount of, depending on his occupation and his age, you can tell if he full of shit or not. Because, I mean, we all kind of feel our way through our 20s and stuff like that. So I say by our 30s or whatever and so on, we should kind of know where we trying to go because we trying to get this money. So
definitely, yeah.
We, want to be established at a, young enough age that we not old. You don't want to be 50 and you never owned a piece of property or
right. Got you.
You know what I mean? It's just, so you could tell a lot about that or where that person, you could see the
so you say by them possibly not owning or break that down
not
to
even
me.
not even just that, just like if you know this person is just, because I've met a lot of women that just been, when I was younger, I used to date up and older women and they have pretty much what I had in my 20s and they may be in their mid 30s. I've dated some 40-year-olds in my 20s and it's just like, hold on, you renting an apartment. You got
So you're basically saying a guy that's not owning his own home.
I mean, you should want to at a certain age. So I'm just saying you can tell the maturity rate or the grind. You can see that person, man or female. You feel me? That
I wouldn't say renting an apartment. I would say living with their parents. I wouldn't say because
no, you can't say that too because in South Florida, hey.
It's hard to get.
Depending on your your race, that's a norm. You feel me? Like staying with the family because a lot of them they'll be in the same household, but they got a business or a few businesses that they building together. They just came over
for
here.
me, that's for me seriously.
I'm just saying when you dating different races, you see different stuff and you experience different stuff. So you can't honestly say that all the time. But I understand what you're saying, but because that's what we used to. If that person ain't if he's staying with his mama or she's staying with her mom. Well, we typically, men don't typically care if the female is still with her parents, whatever that. But with us,
you don't for real. A 40-year-old.
No, come on now, come on now. You went way up to like in her 40s and still honest. And I just
a 30-year-old still with her parents.
If
it all
she
depends
31
on the
or something like that,
yeah.
you understand. A lot of women go to college and come out with a lot of debt from college and stuff, so they pretty much pumping up through they mid 20s to they early 30s of paying off student loans and stuff like that. So it depending on the city they at, like California, New York, or Miami, they the rent, the bills, the gas, the everything gonna be kind of high. So you can kind of understand that and stuff like that.
So and what's another red flag you would give the women in a guy? If you can't get him after a certain time, I would say is one.
No,
I think if you can't get him, like if it's like if you're dating and you've seen each other, but after 9 o'clock, there's no way you're getting him, and it's always I went to sleep, I fell asleep early, and he can't. At this day and age, you should be able to stay by each other unless, of course, you're living with your parents, so you don't want to introduce him to kids, but you can't.
So y'all been dating already?
Yeah, you're dating, but
okay.
you can't beyond a certain time. He can't be around you. I think that is a red flag.
Well, I wouldn't say it's a red flag. Maybe he just ain't feeling you that much. So I would say that's just a signal for you to find somebody else.
So he ain't feeling you that much to be with you beyond 9 o'clock.
Yeah. I mean, so only reasons why a person wouldn't want to talk to you after a certain time or not be available to you after y'all felt each other out, been dating and stuff like that is where that person works, where they can't have phones or whatever at a certain time.
Well, yeah, we're not talking about working. It's just they're not working. It's just
if they
I
just
fell
home,
asleep.
or that person just for their mental health, they just like, hey, after a certain time, I don't want to talk to nobody. I'm just in my own space.
So realistically, that means they're not feeling you.
Yeah.
Real talk. They're not feeling you.
Exactly.
Because there's no way you're gonna be dating someone and not want to speak to them.
Or just, you never know, it might be an emergency or something. That person might be on the side of the road, broke down, or
Oh, come on.
in the hospital. Hey, man.
Every day.
Hey, no, I'm just saying. No, I'm saying like just
I'm
the person
talking
that's
about-
calling may be in an emergency or something. So you want to be available. Not saying you have to answer all the time, but you never know what might happen or whatever to that person. So for you not to answer the phone after or be available after a certain time, that's, to me, that states that you don't really too much care about that person, whatever. You should at least be reachable. Or, you may be asleep, you wake up a couple of, oh dang, she hit me up, let me call her back, or asleep. But that's not an everyday thing.
That shouldn't be every day.
But if that happens a lot or every day or whatever like that, that person may not be felt. But what I would say, that person not feeling.
What about age difference? What about age difference in terms of dating for both male and female? What do you think they should be ranged at? Let's say, I assume everyone here is 25 and older. A male, what should be, the boundary? Like, don't go beyond this age or below this age.
Hey, man.
Let's say 25, 30-year-old guy shouldn't be dating a person at what age? The low end. Let's start with the low end.
If you 25 and older, I don't feel like you should be dating a teenager. So that's 18, 19, 20, 21.
So a 25-year-old shouldn't date a 19-year-old.
Nah, I mean, what for? You progressing in your life, that person is just starting there. So, I mean, I don't know. I guess I can't be no hypocrite. I dated up when I was 17, 18. I was dating like a 21-year-old and stuff like that when I was,
when you was
junior, senior in high school and stuff like that. But that turned out to be terrible because that person was crazy.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, she used to come out to the school. I'm like, you in college, you coming out here trying to fight girls at the high school and stuff.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that's crazy.
Man, yeah. I used to be.
That's crazy. That's crazy. So because I see a 20-year-old can get with a 25-year-old. What about a 20-year-old female?
I mean, I'm
a
saying
20-year-old female with a 30-year-old male.
20-year-old.
Because remember, they say that women mature quicker than men. A 20-year-old female and a 20-year-old male, there's a difference. There is a difference. Let's be real.
Yeah.
The women they're usually maturer than the guy.
True. So a 30-year-old woman and a 20-year-old man that'd pretty much be a physical thing in my eyes, because I can be 20 and date a 30-year-old, and I mean we pretty much it'd be, I guess, her fun time. Yeah. Some people go through the stages.
She shouldn't be on the same mental level stage.
Yeah, I've been a lot of boy toy times for a lot of women when I was younger. That was crazy.
What about like a 50-year-old woman and a 25-year-old guy?
I mean, you retired. This person ready to turn up. That could be, I mean, you ready to just like vacation and experience time.
All right, let's say 30-year-old guy and a 50-year-old, or 49, a 48. I take off a year. A 48, 9-year-old woman
and a 30-year-old man.
Yeah.
She ready to vacation and stuff and party, but she want to turn up though. So y'all'll be fun for a while till y'all not. You know what I mean? It's different when the man get older. We pretty much want to just chill.
Yeah,
you
definitely want to chill. Yeah,
kick it with that woman, go out, do things. Trip, stuff like that. But vice versa, the woman, she wants to do that at a older age. And
I honestly think they want to do it. They do it at their young ages, like 18 to say 25, because they're in college, and when you're in college, the influence of partying.
The ones that didn't go to college and stuff like that. So you right, I'm right. It's a. I mean, it depends on the person and stuff like, because I know exactly what you're talking about.
After 25, they're focusing on their career, making money, and want to buy a house, and then it seems that when they get in their 40s, they want to be young again. They want to play again. They want to party again. They don't mind dating a younger guy.
Because they went through their 20s and 30s working in school. It was pretty much school and trying to get where they wanted to be in their career and stuff like that. So then once they had their fun, they probably had a couple one nights or the guy in college they had a crush on or
I
whatever like
honestly
that.
think, you know, they don't want an older guy, like because
No, older women don't usually date up. They usually date down. You know what I mean? And the older men usually date down when they get older. You know what I mean? So I mean, it all depends. I mean,
mm,
the sexes differ, but it's the same, but it's just kind of vice versa. It's like the yin and the yang. It kind of switches over when the
right.
women get older. But I know some women when they get older. Well, no, most of the women I know now in their 40s or the women in their 30s, they pretty much all you see them at the late night spots and or the brunches on Sunday. You know, I
I think honestly, it's like
partying,
it's
listen to
a
Mary J. Blige.
it's a if a younger dude approaches an older woman, like say a guy in his 30s approaches a mid 40-year-old woman, I think they feel it's a good feeling to them. They feel like, like whoa, I still got this young. They find it cute, but it does something to them. Like they go shy and go like young, like I'm blush. Oh, I'm old enough to be whoever, but yet still they're still interested.
Yeah,
It excites them.
that's. I mean, especially if you young and shape guy or whatever like that, they'd be like, oh yeah, boy, I'm old enough to be your auntie, and you be like, well, you not my auntie, and we ain't no kin to each other, so yeah, man. So it all depends on if she feeling, she thinks you attractive or stuff. I'm saying anybody, you know,
Right.
some people will step out of their age range too, just to you know sprinkle a little.
Test themselves.
Yeah,
Test themselves. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. What about what's the name? I had a question to ask as well. Um, at what point, like, how do you think marriage is still important in 2023? Do you think it's still like a goal?
I don't know. It's 2023 been a crazy year, like
For
relationships and stuff
2023 and
like that.
beyond, do you think marriage should be every person that dating their goal? Remember now, it's so much rules now to marriage. There's stuff like, you have to, I feel that you have to be on somewhat even playing field because if it goes south, you might be the breadwinner, you might be bringing everything, you might be the one that purchased the home, but she's got all the rights as well. She'll go with half of that.
Yeah, but I mean,
And if you ain't got nothing, she's still going with half of nothing.
hey, but she gonna have to maintain that nothing, especially if she ain't doing nothing, but she take half of mine.
Or he. Let's not be biased.
Yeah,
Or he.
you rarely find a he. You rarely find a he where the man's the house husband and he
Yes.
you rarely find that because that is that's so much frowned upon for the woman to have all the money and stuff like that and the guy just to be
I don't
sitting
think
home.
women. You know what? Let's ask the women.
They have that. They won't respect you.
Would you date women? Would you date a guy that is making significantly much less than you, or would you date a guy and you're making much more than them? Would you get involved? Is the money part a big factor in the dating relationship? Are you sizing them up at the beginning based on what they have,
They are.
or where their heart is, or how nice and how they are?
They are.
You
They
think?
They sizing you up.
You think so?
Oh, I know so. They sizing you up.
I think credit should be more important though.
Yeah.
Your
but
credit score,
shit. I mean, most of them don't even. I mean, depending on what age.
depending on the age, you're right.
Yeah, both are right, and because a lot of women and men don't know the importance of having good credit and stuff like that. I mean, because a lot of us wasn't raised up, or they didn't teach that in school about accounting or credit or any of that stuff.
True,
I
yeah.
didn't find out that till I was
That's very
much
true.
older than high school and college and stuff like that. So
That's very true. We should put that out there. We need to get credit, banking, all of that good stuff in the schools, man. We need to get that in because it's very important. I think it's a setup.
oh yeah, it is.
I don't think they want us to know. I think it's a setup.
Definitely, you see all the curriculum that they take out of the schools, especially the public schools. You know what I mean? So the stuff that they push, the books and stuff they take out, and the books that they push in. So I mean, everything's set up, man. You gotta just take it for what it is and know better
Right.
and kind of do better. So I mean,
Got you. Any questions? Anything you want to ask the audience?
Um, well, I wanna no, let me,
Anything you want to ask me?
you sir. Okay. Uh, Have a no, yeah. You asked me a question, and I didn't get to ask you the question.
Uh,
Has a woman ever paid for a date for you, and did you let her?
do you know what? I'll be honest with you.
Mm-hmm.
The most See, I'm used to being the one paying and everything. And I
Okay.
remember there was a time, man, and like if she was at 100%, she went up to 110%. Because when it came to the end of the date
Mm.
and the waiter came over and I was like, okay, yeah, I went to pay for it. And the waiter was like, no, it's already paid for. I was like, impossible. This me, you haven't come to me. No, it was paid for online. And she looked at me and I looked at her. And she was just gave me the sign like, boom.
She did the moon.
She
Either she
paid
had
for
a
it.
great date or she had a horrible date that she was trying to pay and just leave.
Nah.
So she had a great date.
Yeah,
That's
but
good.
that was really nice.
Really nice.
That was a nice gesture that she done, and it was so slick in a nice way. I had no idea. She went online. She did the barcode
I know,
thing. And
she was
made
trying
a
to
pay.
butter you up. She was trying to butter you
I
up.
think it was genuine, because I had paid for her in the past.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So y'all was doing the back and forth thing. I've had that, but I'm saying the first time you met
I don't
woman.
think I could.
No.
Like, I don't think I could. Like,
Oh no, I never had, I don't think I ever had a woman attempt or me think that she was gonna pay for the first time we met or first date or whatever like that. But I usually don't. I mean, a lot of the first time dates I've had or I planned or stuff like that, it be because I don't want that person to think I'm crazy, and mainly I don't want to be hooked up with no crazy woman. So I do something in a nice public setting, something simple just to like feel the vibe, and then from that place it'll go somewhere. You know what? We ain't gotta stay here, man. Let's go over here to this restaurant, or let's go over here to this spot where we go get drinks, or some hookah and just conversate and stuff like that. So
right.
I do a 2-piece.
Hey, don't tap on the table so it picks up. Go ahead.
I do a 2-piece.
So
Beginning and the start, beginning and the end of the date. I don't always end where I started on the first date.
Right. All right, so Melissa, she stated that it never mattered to me, but sadly, when some men find out you make more money than them, they're intimidated by you.
Not me.
Nah,
I don't care.
I think like because we're so used to, I think it'll be a bigger turn on for me if she's making more. It'll help me push as well.
It depends on how she acts. It depends
Yeah,
on
that's
her
true.
attitude.
That's
It depends
true.
on her
See,
attitude.
he made a good point there, Melissa. They might be intimidated because of your attitude. You're making it known, yeah, I make more money than you. I don't need you, kind of thing. So it depends. That's a very good point of ours. Very good point. It depends because if you're humble with it, you wouldn't feel no way. You shouldn't feel anyway. But if you're like, yeah, making it known, yeah, I got this, I can do that, I don't need this, and then you're buying expensive stuff that he really can't afford to, or he can buy it, but it's out of his budget, they would feel.
I don't care. You can come Gucci down, Versace down, whatever, Prada, whatever. I just be like, how I dress, what I buy is what I buy with my money. And I never had that I know of a person that I went out on a date that cared about what I had on or whatever like that. But I always presented myself well. I'm always I dress all right. You hear me? I ain't out here flashy and stuff like that. But I never had a problem with that, and I can say people that I've dated in the past and stuff like that.
You know what's so strange as well? I've mean, a few women have said to me like before getting to know me, they thought I was this type of person. You dress good, you drive nice things, and you got your stuff together. You have your own business and stuff like that. And they're like, man, but getting to know you, you're just so down to earth. You're just cool. You're calm. You're not a boasty guy. But from the outside, I thought you was. But man, I wish I spoke to you years ago because I was intimidated to even speak to you. I think, nah, he would never like me. He likes one of them flashy girls that's model, got their body done, and that's so not me. I like the most down to earth person. I like the coolest, most humblest person. So, I mean, if you see someone and you're attracted to them, or you know someone but you're intimidated, sometimes it's worth shooting your shot, male and women. The worst they can do is say no.
Yeah, but a lot of women ain't gonna shoot their shot. They they wasn't raised that way, or they just feel like that's beneath them.
Tradition.
To
It's tradition.
walk up to a man or to say, you know. But I mean,
But it don't necessarily be like, we could be in a group. It could be me, you, and a few girls and guys, and they might know us. They know us for being like your Tavares' friend. They see how they think you are, but they don't know you.
mm-hmm.
But they think you're a certain way, so they're not gonna approach you. So it's not necessarily, okay, I see a guy in the club, he looks good, I'm going to walk up to him. But just knowing of the person, you're intimidated just by how they look, how they dress, what they drive. You think that you have to keep up to a certain level when you really don't. You just get to know someone. And everyone that's doing good or making money is supposed to level up. You're supposed to. You're supposed to level up. When I say level up, not go all out and go hard. But if you're making 100,000 a year, you're not going to be dressing or doing the same thing as when you was making 10,000, 15, 20,000. You're not. You should be progressing. You should be investing so you can do better. You know, you should be looking at some point to purchase investments and stuff like that.
Material. We talking about purchase and stuff, or you're not gonna be looking the same if you from making that less money to the
All around, I feel. I think there's nothing wrong with leveling up.
No, I ain't saying nothing wrong with leveling up. I'm just saying like personally looking like, I mean, you got, you know, I be thinking just average. You know, when you're an average person, I know some average people that make, you know, a couple 100,000 and they just dress average. So they just look average or whatever like that. They'll look like a person that make 20 or 30,000. Well, not 20 or 30, at least about 50 or 60. You know, you dress kind of all right and stuff, but you never know that you around. I've been around some multi-millionaires that just they not flashy people. They're
not. They probably went through that stage, not necessarily flashy, but they've been there, done that, and they've come back down.
Some of them just not that way. Yeah, when they got money, they didn't have money. I know when they didn't have money, when they got money, they was the same way. They was just like been out with them in the
That's interesting. Then what's the point in making money to be the same way?
They know they got it. I mean, if you know you got investments, homes, you know, stuff that is making you money, you and your family is, you know, have a good future and stuff like that. I mean, I ain't got to go buy a diamond rollie or no, you know, I'm pulling up in the Maybach and stuff like that. They might have, for the price of a Maybach, $200,000, $300,000, they may have about 5 cars that, you know, average up to that. And you might have a Toyota Sequoia and a Ram truck and, you know, some other stuff for a van for the family, and then have his little sports car or two or whatever like that. So and that averages up to 300,000 instead of just being flashy, having a Maybach or, you know, just stuff that you can stretch your money out. Some people stretch their money and just.
So for you, back to dating, does income matter? Like the female, does
how much she makes? I mean,
does it matter
in dating? No. In dating, no.
Is there at any point does what your partner or the person you're dating?
I mean, if we together and we trying to build something together and we've been together for a while, then I mean, shit. That's when it get kind of, you know, tricky.
But then you can't expect it to change because that's how you met her. Then.
I mean, if you upfront at first and be like, you know, when y'all in the dating stage and be like, you know, this is what I look for in a partner. This is what I expect in a relationship. This is what I expect, and this is where I'm trying to go in a relationship to, you know, with marriage, or I may not want marriage or whatever it is, so that person understands what they getting into. Because a lot of us don't do that in a relationship or the beginning of dating period and kind of, you know, put everything out on the table, and it's a guessing game throughout the whole years that you guys together. So it kind of brings confusion and, you know, problems sometimes. So sometimes it's good to be forward up front, you know, to kind of get it out there so you can be like, I told you what it was beforehand. So I don't know when you thought it switched, but this what it always was.
What about if, like, I don't know, you said it wouldn't matter if she's living with her parents?
long as she ain't enough 40s or 50s or whatever, she staying with a parent. But I'm saying like depending on the age, what's
30s.
I mean, she like 31, 32, and I mean, she got a good job, but she a nurse, but she stay with.
So
her
that means
parents and
when you
stuff like
guys are spending time together, it always has to be at your place.
I mean, I don't even like staying at my house. I wouldn't even like staying at my house a lot like that anyway. So I wanna, hey man, if we at that stage or whatever, let's go get a room or something like that. Let's you ain't even got to get a room. You go to.
But yeah, because when you say get a room, that's like your a perception that well, why are we going to a room for? Why can't I come back to yours?
Like I said before, that was if they if y'all at that point in the relationship, if y'all just starting dating or whatever like that, I wouldn't want you at my crib anyway. So I ain't got to worry about that. I mean, once we get comfortable like that, you come by the house, but you're not spending the night there. You can go by the house, but you ain't spending the night there because there's a family there. So I mean, y'all intimate, then that's a setting that you would probably want to do or whatever. But beforehand, you don't. I mean, with me, I never felt comfortable with somebody who I was dating knowing where I stay at because when I've done that, it's gone bad sometimes. So you don't wanna.
And when you say at what point would you allow her to come around during the date? Is it just you have to be together before she can come to your house?
No, I mean you have to be comfortable. That's really up to you when you feel comfortable. You feel. I mean, you can never know when that person has, ill intentions towards you. So, I mean, you can wait months and think it's the time, and she can just be waiting for the right time to set you up or whatever like that, if that's what you worried about. So, sometimes you just can't, worry about that. I try to be cautious. I mean, keep your thing on you, but that's all I can say, man. You can't be scared out here, but I mean, I'm just a cautious person like that when I was at that age of dating and stuff, because I done had somebody with somebody outside waiting. So
yeah. I got you, man. All right, guys. So yeah, if you just locked on, we've been speaking about relationships and dating. This will be continued tomorrow at 8 p.m. Please like and share. Tell a friend to tell a friend, so we can keep this going. We do have some giveaways as well, and also we have some stuff happening in the Orlando area that I'll share. A few concerts. 1 second, let me pull it up for you. We got some good shows actually happening coming up. We've got Trey Songs Saturday, November the 25th at the Mangoes live in Orlando. He'll be there celebrating his birthday. That's Trey Songs. And then you have, I think it's December the 3rd. You got Silk, you got Tyrese, you got 112 Escape.
Oh, Silk.
Yeah.
Eating in my bedroom.
Going back.
Boys.
Yeah. And that's gonna be in Miami. I'm trying to get to both. We will be doing some giveaways. So if you can join in.
That's two different crowds.
Two different crowds. That's
two
what I'm saying.
Different crowds. It's like Trey Song crowd. It's like.
So the good thing is they got a choice. They've got options.
Yeah.
We've got options there.
I think it's two different age demographics.
Tune in tomorrow at 8 p.m. and we'll be continuing our last episode of relationships, and then we'll be going on to the next. The next is going to be absolutely awesome. It's every Wednesday and every Sunday 8 p.m. and we will do pop-up shows throughout the weeks, but the official shows will be every Wednesdays, every Sundays at 8 p.m. sharp. So be there or be square. Thank you for joining us tonight. Big shout out to Tavares for joining us.
For having me, man.
Yeah, man, you don't know. Yeah, big shout out to Melissa. Big shout out to everyone that was tuned in, everyone that locked in. We appreciate you. Hold tight, Jalissa. Hold tight, Miss Marias. Hold tight, everyone that tuned in. Thank you to Junior. We appreciate you. Just like and share so we can keep this show rolling. All right. Yeah. Peace out. We gone.